Sean P, man. Crucifix, man. Seen a lot of good people die, man. Real young, man.
I done been through hell and I felt the pain. I done seen the whole world go through a whole lot of change. I seen a mama watch her baby die just for getting high, and 20 minutes later go get high. I seen killers get justified, and all the while scratching my head when the highs and ride. I seen some real good people die in the crossfire, or feeling afraid of losing their pride. And it's painting the verbs and painting the streets, and it's war in the church, war in the east. Listen, how
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Renegades, Men of Faith and Fortitude. I am your host, the Reverend Joseph C. Gomez. Please like and subscribe, and go ahead and feel free to share this podcast with your friends and your loved ones, and just with everybody. Today, I want to talk about biblical masculinity, rediscovering godly manhood in a world of conflicting messages. Recent years have seen a rise in debate surrounding the idea of masculinity. See, men find it challenging to understand proper behavior and what constitutes manliness in a society where ideas about what makes a man change frequently. See, but biblical masculinity is a topic on which the Bible offers clear guidance. We can rediscover what it really means to be a godly man by looking at the life and teachings of Jesus. We'll look at biblical masculinity's tenets in this podcast and see how they translate to the contemporary setting. This podcast will give you important insights into the subject, whether you're a man trying to better understand your place in society or a woman trying to support the men in their life. Well, Pastor, what does biblical masculinity mean? See, today's society has lost sight of the idea of biblical masculinity. It is the comprehension of what it means to be a man in light of biblical teachings. The expectations and norms of society have changed how men should behave in the modern world. See, distorting and confusing the definition of masculinity. As a result, there's a lack of understanding of what true masculinity entails. Being a godly man who displays God's character in his life is what it means to be a biblical man. It involves taking charge, providing for your family, and defending your community. It is about having integrity in one's life, loving and serving others, and being accountable and responsible. Biblical masculinity emphasizes serving and loving others in the same way that Christ loved the church. It does not involve dominating or treating people badly. It's about having guts and tenacity while remaining modest and selfless. Men today need to rediscover biblical masculinity if they want to lead meaningful lives. Men can only have a genuine impact on their families, communities, and the wider world when they embrace and embody biblical masculinity. So here's some traits of an upright man. The Bible is filled with descriptions of godly men in all of its chapters. A man who fears God and makes an effort to live according to his will is said to be a godly man. He speaks the truth and lives by it. He's a man of honor and integrity. He is a modest man who understands that he's not perfect and that he needs God's grace. An intelligent man who seeks to comprehend the world and those around him is a godly man. He's a compassionate man who genuinely cares about the people in his life and is always ready to lend a helping hand. The courage to defend the right, even when it is challenging, is a quality of a godly man. He is a man of discipline who fights off temptations and makes an effort to live a life that pleases God. Last but not least, a godly man is a man of prayer, depending on God's power and direction to guide him through life. These are just a few of the qualities of a godly man, and they can be used as a guide for all men who want to live lives that glorify God. See, biblical masculinity's significance in a contemporary culture, it's crucial. I tell you, it's crucial to keep in mind the significance of a biblical masculinity in a culture where it's frequently portrayed as toxic or negative. Biblical masculinity instructs men to value and respect the women in their lives while also being strong, responsible, and selfless. It's crucial to realize that biblical masculinity is about serving others and having a positive impact on the world, not about dominating. It's not about controlling. It's the needs of others come before our own. And men who embrace biblical masculinity are encouraged to lead in their communities. See, the fundamentals of biblical masculinity offer a strong foundation for men who want to lead meaningful lives in a world that frequently seems confusing and uncertain. These ideas can motivate men to strive to be better versions of themselves, while assisting us in overcoming the difficulties of contemporary life with equanimity, insight, and compassion. See, men can set a good example for others and contribute to the improvement of the entire world by rediscovering the value of biblical masculinity. Fixing to wrap this up, redefining what it means to be a godly man is a crucial in a culture where masculinity is frequently misunderstood. Honesty, bravery, and responsibility are values emphasized in biblical masculinity. It involves taking charge, looking out for the family and our community, and providing for them. It involves being respectful and kind to other people while remaining steadfast in our beliefs. In order to rediscover godly manhood, one must strive to emulate Jesus Christ, who perfectly exemplified what it means to be a man. Being men, we have a duty to uphold these ideals and set examples for others, especially in a culture that frequently works to diminish our place in society. We can rediscover what it means to be a godly man and have a positive influence on our families, our communities, and the world around us through prayer, study of God's Word, and dedication to upholding biblical principles. That is all the time we have for today. Once again, my name is Reverend Joseph C. Gomez. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and share this podcast. And also, don't forget to join us on Monday for another episode of Renegades, Men of Faith and Fortitude. Until then, keep believing, keep striving, and keep living a life full of faith and fortitude. God bless.
I lost my partner Reese, and ever since that day, life been crazy, man. I really ain't had too much to say. Sometimes I want revenge, but that's the devil's way. Or acting not, so I just get down on my knees and pray. I ask him lead the way, but if it gets no better, just know I tried. Consider this my last letter to my fans, to my friends, to my family. When I leave this earth, I hope y'all all remember me. R.I.P. shout out Quinn, rest in peace, preacher man. I'ma hold it down, but swear to God I miss you, man. R.I.P. you all, we miss you, Franco. Freaky T, he took it hard, I feel his pain though.